Look, let's move on, man. What we got next? What's the next one we're doing?
Cruella.
That's cool. Let's do it.
Cruella. That's Have you lot ever seen 101 Dalmatians first and foremost?
Yeah, of course. What the
all right, so
the first one?
You lot listen, of course.
Like
anyone? I've never seen 101 Dalmatians.
The cartoon or the
yeah, I realized that. That's the one I let slip.
The cartoon.
Way.
Yeah, that one slipped.
Okay,
I've seen bits. I've seen obviously, but I've never sat down there and watched the full. And I realized that watching this film, and then talking to a friend, and was like, I get it, but I never watched the film, so it was quite hard for me to relate a lot of bits and pieces to it.
There wasn't much to relate to. There's a few.
They didn't even really go into the Dalmatian thing. I thought that was kind of cool the way that they dealt with the Dalmatian still.
That was hilarious.
But all right, let's hit it up for the synopsis. It's a really short one, to be honest. I might try to do it in like a little Cruella voice. Try and get it going.
Give it a go.
Almost. Hold on, wait there.
You sure that was Cruella or sorry?
A live action prequel feature film following a young Cruella de Vil.
Practice.
Yeah.
Emma Stone, obviously, La La Land.
Emma Stone, innit?
That's Emma. She's Emma Stone, bro. She's sick, bro. Like, Emma Stone's serious.
Emma Stone, Emma Thompson. This had a few people in it, you know.
It did. But I wasn't surprised that it would.
Joel Fry from Game of Thrones. That's what I know him from. But he was in a British thing as well.
He's done enough stuff.
Yeah, he's not really big stuff though.
No. A lot of British stuff. Did he not pass through? Alana Duty? Was he in that one? Was he one of the cops? Was the Lightson boy?
That wasn't him.
Which Lightson cop was that? You know what I'm about?
Yeah, I know the one that was dodgy.
Yeah,
that wasn't him.
That wasn't him. That wasn't him. He was in the sex thing on BBC One. He was in that.
Yeah, and you got Paul Waterhauser.
Is that the comedian guy?
The big guy.
I don't like him at all.
Who seems to be in
he's in everything now.
Almost everything.
It's like he's just that guy. Like there's always one comedian that comes about and he's in everything for a little bit.
He was in what was the one we watched? Silk Road. He was in Silk Road.
Yeah.
He's in Kingdom. Have you seen Kingdom? The martial arts thing.
I've not seen.
You'd love that, bro. Kingdom.
No,
I still ain't watched that.
He's in the other one. He's in fucking Karate Kid, bro. He's in the new.
Oh, is it? I haven't seen that.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, he's in Cobra Kai. It's just I don't like bringing comedians in for the sake of just having comedic value. Like, he's not even funny to me personally.
They always try and do that comic relief bit.
Yeah, he was good. He was good in Kingdom, but anything else I've seen him in, he's just seemed to be that same, just like chubby, sloppy. Wasn't he in that movie as well about the coronavirus in the future? What was that called again?
Yes, he was.
He was in that as
well. He was the guy flying the drone, bro. That dead film. Songbird.
Songbird.
That was goodness. He was. He's in everything.
Yeah, he's literally all over the place. He seems to be getting a lot of work, but
random, innit? But yeah.
Because they couldn't get James Corbyn, that's why.
It's too much now. It's too much seeing as he done the Friends thing, you get me?
Really? That's where he went
he
clear.
Never gonna get back.
That's where he went clear. Yeah, say that. Let's keep it moving.
Cruella, I really enjoyed it. I didn't expect to. Not that I didn't expect to enjoy it. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. I really thought this was a good movie. I liked how she went between the two characters. I liked how she spun that. I think she played the character really well.
Yeah, it suited her actually.
It did suit her. It was a good. I kind of like the story as well. I thought they had a good spin on the story about.
So hold on, wait. You're not saying this doesn't really relate too much to the actual.
Not really. You don't
even get to see this part of her in the Dalmatian movie. She just turns up and she's already Cruella. You don't know what's happened before.
So did this give any scope to, okay, cool, is that why she's like this and like that?
Not really, because she's much nicer.
She's just evil and Cruella in 101 Dalmatians.
Well, that's another thing as well. I didn't think she was a bad person in this.
She didn't seem to be really.
It was just a revenge thing, isn't it? It's like understandable revenge.
Yeah. That's
like, so I'm not too sure what makes her Cruella then in 101 Dalmatians.
I think that they've just.
Is there going to be another one to break?
I hope so.
Because the Easter egg at the end will indicate
I've got some ideas. They probably will.
They're going to make something because they brought all the characters into it.
Yeah. But I don't know if they need to be honest, because this is where I feel like they're going to start ruining it now.
I don't.
But they would need that little bridge.
I mean, I love Glenn Close and I love her like her take on it is a bit more comedic though. That 101 Dalmatians, she was evil, but there was too much.
I thought that as well. I thought she was a bit too...
In 101 Dalmatian version. I reckon this Cruella in another movie after this one, if they do it properly, you might see how she becomes a bit more evil because obviously she's friends with the two.
Yeah,
but I don't know how were they gonna spin that? Like, how was she gonna?
I mean, it's down to the writer.
Yeah, and it's down to
be honest, I watched this in 2 parts. Like, I watched one half and then I had to go and do something and then I watched it the next day. But if I'm honest, when I watched it the first time, I wasn't overly impressed. Like, it wasn't really doing much for me. I was starting to think, is it because I don't know the story that well? It was cool. Maybe it's because I had heard a lot about it as well. A lot of people said, no, Cruella's good, blah, 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 blah. No, you'd be surprised. I'm like, eh. So anyway, watched it. So I wasn't really too impressed. Now, when I sat down and watched the second bit, I was like, okay, I mean, it was a bit more, it kind of picked up a bit. Yeah. Like, it was a lot more, like, I really liked the fashion shows.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was sick.
I think even my kids were like, it took a while to get into the adult Cruella.
Yeah,
when it took the build up to, and they were like, it's taking long because it's 2 hours long. But
that was a
I mean, the soundtrack was amazing. The music was amazing. The old school London scenery was amazing. Like some old buses and that, because I used to ride those buses in London. So like that all brought up some memories there. But it was very. I mean, I love Emma Stone. I love Emma Thompson as well. They're both brilliant. Yeah. Even Mr. Strong was in it for a little bit. He was the security guard. You know what I'm saying?
I like his character.
And I'm a big fan of him, regardless as well. So.
He gets about.
He's always really does. But he usually, do you know what? He usually plays like the evil guy. Yeah. He usually plays. He kind
of thought he was for a minute. He did play the evil guy for a bit.
Yeah. I really like him as well. To be honest, he's a good actor.
No, this was a good watch. It was a good watch.
It was. I enjoyed it. I thought that. Thought the 2 hours was a bit long. I don't know if it's because we're at a stage where we're consistently watching movies every single week now, or maybe it's because we know we have to, but I'm just feeling like I don't understand why movies are so long these days. They seem to always...
No, you know why? It's because it's on streaming platforms. So you're going to be at home for longer. It's not like you have to go cinema and sit down for 2 hours and watch that. Even though people did, because this...
But even movies that are in cinema are
I know, but it's more for the streaming, the fact that it's going to go on a streaming platform. So they're doing it for longer, isn't it?
Possibly. I think we've been in the 2 hour realm for a while now, and I'm personally happy. I just love movies, so I'm happy they're a bit longer now.
Yeah, but it's because some of the movies shouldn't be.
Yeah, some movies shouldn't be. Like horror films generally are 90 minutes, and
they shouldn't be too.
But some of the old school films used to be 90 minutes. It's like,
but that's what I was saying. Remember when we do Worth It or Not with like Sleepers and that, these films are long. Yeah,
have we done it yet? We've done Sleepers. Oh man, damn it! I watched that the other day again.
To be fair, we might have to do it again. To be honest,
bro, Sleepers is epic. But side note.
We might have to do it again.
We get Cruella.
Yeah, but I don't know. But do you know what? I really liked the movie. I had to watch it in 2 parts as well, to be honest, and that's more because I was busy, so I didn't get the chance to sit down. But whereas if it was 90 minutes, I could have just stretched it. But it was like 120 plus, so it was but apart from it being slightly longer than I expected, there was a few bits that I felt that they could have cut out that was kind of unnecessary, that would have saved time. But no, do you know what?
Them 2 guys, like,
yeah, they're
her people.
Yeah, they're like
she mugged them, man. I wouldn't be her people. So.
Oh, I think they wanted to leave her in it, and then they did for a piece, and then they understood why, and like, oh right, they found out what happened. It's like, oh, we can't leave her.
I did think that was a good little twist when you find out who she really was, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like that.
Did you know that?
That's new. That's not.
One bit I think I missed, but then I'm thinking, I'm sure I didn't miss it. She was just born with her hair like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like a birthmark or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Was that a shock to you guys? Was you hoping to...
What, that she dyed it herself? Or that?
See, these are things that I thought would have been explained as what they would have been answers to questions maybe people had about Cruella in the actual film.
I just think that it's just a thing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I've never even thought that far, that much into like, why is her hair black and white, to be honest? But,
just thought it was a cartoon character.
Just thought it was like, because she was. It was just like, oh, she got black and white hair and she likes Dalmatians. Rah, 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 rah. Like, it was just,
as a kid, you don't really question the
she don't. So that's what I'm saying. That's
I think you can be born with a bit of grey hair. You can be born with a little bit. Like in the cartoon, it's not. I don't think it's split like that in a cartoon. It's just like grey streaks.
Yeah, that's
almost.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, Glenn Close's version again had the black and white or half and half. But I don't know. It's a watch for me. I loved it, and then the kids loved it as well. And I was shocked how good it was for adults as well as the children.
Yeah, I'll tell you what did catch me off guard, which I did like because I was about to shit on the whole film, is how her mum died. I thought it was just random. But then when they actually show you how she did, I was like, okay. Because I thought if that was just so random to me. I just thought, what? Really? Are you just gonna just like that? And then that's why she hates the dogs. And I tried to sum up the film real quickly and I was wrong. You hear me? So when I found out I was wrong, I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, no, for me, like exactly like Ryan, it was a watch it. I was surprised at how much I actually enjoyed it, to be honest.
I don't really know much about the 101 Dalmatian, so I thought it was something that I would need to watch. But judging from you lot, I don't. So
you don't.
Just judging from a film value from off the rip, yeah, it's a good watch, man. Good family film.
Yeah, definitely good family film.
Good one.